Yeah, Brian, congrats on the win. You guys are obviously home field clinching a home field advantage in the first round. What does that do in terms of taking some weight off going into the season finale against Portland?
There's none, zero. It's Portland. It's going to be a big game. We want to win.
All right, next question. We'll go back to you, Moss.
Yeah. Hey, Brian, if I got all my stuff right, 34 goals against, you have the best defense statistically in the league. Stephen Fry was talking about just how you guys have now clicked into closing out games. Was there a point it clicked, or, I mean, can you just talk about this run
We've
form
always been good
defensively?
defensively, Muzz. We've always been good defensively because the expectation when you come here to the club, even Raul, Nico, Dempsey, they all had to defend in their own certain way. Jordan has to defend in his certain way. I mean, they all have to do the job there. So the clean sheets, the hard to beat aspect of this team is hopefully going to drive us a little bit further in the playoffs. But let's see. I'm proud of the guys for the effort. I thought De La Vega defended well even in his stint tonight. So things are good defensively.
And Brian, just in terms of when you defend, you also, I assert there's a transition part of that, right? When you get the ball, you're looking to move forward with it at
Always,
the appropriate time.
always. I always tell them as they're defending, they need to be aware where Albert is, where Jordan is, as they're defending, so that when the ball comes to them, the ball pops free or they win possession of the ball, they have their first pass forward. That's always the objective, to play past the team's initial counter press.
Thank you.
All right,
Smart.
apologies. Jada, go for it. We'll have you ask the next one.
Thank you. Thanks for the time, Brian, and congratulations on the win. With De La Vega, how do you feel that he's progressing? I think he had a few more. He's obviously building minutes. So, how do you feel that he's progressing?
I thought his performance tonight was very good. I thought you saw glimpses of what he can do. I think as he gets fitter, actually game fitness. And look, this was a big test because, at altitude, he's never played up here before and he passed the test. So we'll continue to monitor his outputs. We'll continue to push him in training and games. And, I thought he had a really solid, good performance.
And then entering today, was the fact that you could mathematically, be able to secure a home field, was that anything? Was there any talk about that from you to the team headed into this game, or what was that early messaging?
You must have been listening through the airwaves because that's exactly one of the points I said in my pregame talk. It was one of the points that we told him last night at dinner. We didn't want to leave it till late, and the guys actually executed.
All right, next question. We'll go over to Felipe Makeda. Felipe, go ahead, please.
Thank you, Alex. Coach Brian, congratulations for the win. My question to you is, Albert Rusnak, he's having pretty much his best season with the Seattle Sounders. What do you attribute that success to the player?
Well, because he's playing with a very good team. He's got a lot of good players around him. I think the way we play suits his style. I think the position that he plays, suits his style. Remember, Felipe, when he first came to us, I had him next to JP, a little bit deeper on the field. But Albert's been great this year. He's given us a lot of critical goals. And tonight was, one of those moments where he finished off a play and we ended up winning and getting 3 points.
All right, reminder, if you have a question for head coach Brian Schmetzer, please go ahead and hit that raise hand function button. Jeremiah, we'll go back to you.
Yeah, if you could speak a little bit about that goal. Jordan obviously helps create it by creating the turnover, and then sort of does a lot of the work to get the goal, even though he's not obviously he doesn't get the goal itself. But how important is that sort of play where you have, you're defending from the front, and you have, his athletic ability sort of generating a chance for you there.
Well, 3 games in a week, the third game away from home, to put, pressure on a team is not easy. But Jordan has that capability. Remember Jeremiah, a few years back, he wasn't allowed to play in 3-game weeks because, they worried he'd break down. But Jordan has found a nice training rhythm in collaboration with our sports science guys. And he's shown that he's durable, he's fit, he wants to do the work, he can do the work. And so although his name's not going to be on the score sheet, you're absolutely right. His defending, pressing higher up the field, we didn't want to drop back. His ability to toe poke it past Abakar. I know he wanted to score that goal, but Stefan made a good save, and Albert's there to finish up.
All right, Maz, back to you.
Ryan, the maturation, and I use that word, of Christian Roldan and Obed Vargas in the middle. Just how they linking up when one goes up, one comes back. How important is that to your transition?
They were great tonight. I said before the game, that's been a work in progress, but they're certainly getting comfortable with each other. I'm glad I could get JP a couple minutes on the field tonight just to get him back up on the horse. But Christian and Obed certainly have done extremely well. I mean, everybody can see it.
Yeah. Thanks.